Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his man, it's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll leave it with him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own.
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. No huddle here for the offense. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move, it's Pringle. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to run for it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the second. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
And the Gators are trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The short hands, it's Brown. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Thanks to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Charcoal! 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 414 satellite! 414 satellite! Ready,
Quarterback
ready.
making checks.
Hey, flyer!
To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And they sniffed that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They've got the screen set up. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Running to the left, finding open areas, turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Gators. Once he got some room, it was over.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Auburn, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Finds a little space. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Pringle.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get
open field on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
a lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. No line. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Looking for the score. Touchdown Gators. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got it behind the line. It's Braswell.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
To the air on second down. They're working that left side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He leaves it with his back. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Florida! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1?
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Florida, 52. Auburn, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Tigers in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Craver. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Auburn going to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Under fire. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Using his legs, it's Braswell. Makes it past the marker. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 50. The 30.
That's just a great play by the defense. You saw the speed getting to the football. They recover it, and all of a sudden, this looks like it's going the other way for 2 points, but he gets tackled beyond the 50-yard line. Still, nice stop in a 2-point conversion situation.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ringo, Ringo. 29 Philly. 2 squirrel.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Wide receiver going in motion.
Tuna. Lion. Tuna.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The quick out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got out of trouble and throws. This one's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. The sure hands, it's Thompson. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Hit as he throws. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all